the connection between Bigfoot and UFOs. I'm not really a big Bigfoot guy. I know there's a lot of them out there. Why I don't care that much about Bigfoot is because with UFOs, I think they could affect the future of humanity. I'm not sure about Bigfoot if it were to exist, but a lot of people believe in it, and a lot of people think there's a connection. I mean, Skinwalker Ranch, some people say they've seen a connection with UAPs and
Sure.
Bigfoot activity.
Yeah, I would tell people that there's so much weirdness right now in the world that and I'm not backing away from giving a comment on this. There's just so much weirdness in the world that when it all comes out, remember, Devin, the apocalypse is not some Armageddon battle. The apocalypse, by its definition, means to reveal all the secrets. And so I do believe the apocalypse is coming, but I believe that it's going to be a revelation of what has been hidden for us for millennial. So I'll believe anything. I do believe firmly in the Bigfoot phenomenon. I do believe that it's a form of Gigantopithecus that migrated over the Bering land bridge when there was one at the end of the Ice Age. It followed all of the Asiatic nomadic tribes down into Canada and North America. You can't tell me that when we saw one of the first sets of Bigfoot prints, and there were dermal ridges, which is your fingerprints on the bottom of these footprints, that some, you know, hillbilly Southern good old boy could have hoaxed fingerprints on the bottom of plaster casts of Bigfoot prints. That's totally illogical. Number two, there was a alleged Bigfoot that went like this on an SUV window. They removed the window, gave it to the best fingerprint analysis human being from the Detroit Metropolitan Police. The FBI went to him to be trained in fingerprints. He said, quote, "It's not human, it's not ape, it's something in between." The number one fingerprint person in the world. A biologist from the state of Washington said, "I was in the woods of the state of Washington. I heard the whooping of a great ape." And he said it kind of snarky. Did a gorilla or a great ape escape from the Seattle Zoo? It didn't. So what's a great ape doing in the woods of Seattle? And lastly, the compliant gate. It was only about 20 years ago that Professor Jeff Meldrum, who is a professor of physiological locomotion, human bipedal locomotion, who said and theorized that an 800-pound creature would not have the same physiologically of the ankle and the foot. The ankle bone would be moved to the center of the foot to support that weight. And when you do that, you have a dip in the foot. And he saw the castor footprints from the 60s and 70s before this theory was known, with the indentation in the footprint. Again, like the alien interview video, how did these people 3 miles in the woods know to fake what's called a compliant gait in those plaster casts? It just doesn't make sense to me, other than the fact that we have a really big bipedal hominid that is in our woods, and we are seeing it more and more for the past 30 years because of urban sprawl. We are now more mobile. Devin, I'm sure you agree. We are more mobile. We're out in the woods farther and farther distances, and that's why we have an uptick of Bigfoot sightings in the past 30 years, because we human beings are going into their territory more and more and more.